here's one of my favorite moments in this game. It cracked me up so much. I love the characters. One of the characters, the guy, his name is Owen. He was the guy that I married in this game, Tree of Tranquility, because you get to marry them. But if you don't marry the character, if you don't marry, there's like 7 or 8 guys that you choose from. If you're a girl, and I'm always a girl in Harvest Moon, I think it's a lot better. I don't know. I feel like I always go guy, but with the Harvest Moon, I always go girl. But yeah, whoever you don't choose to marry, they will marry your rival. So you always have a rival. There's 7 guys. I think there's probably more. I think maybe 9. I think in Tree of Tranquility it was 7. There's 7 guys and 7 girls. If you're a girl, you could choose from any of those 7 guys to marry or to woo, because you have to court them. You can't just marry them. You have to court them. They have to like you. You could choose any of those 7 guys, but you're gonna have one of the girls as your rival. So if you don't marry Owen, let's say, if you don't marry Owen, the rival, the girl the corresponding girl will marry him. So that's how it goes. This scene is between Owen and the rival, your potential rival, if you want to marry Owen. But if you don't go for Owen, they're gonna get together anyways. So this is a scene between Kathy and Owen. I love that. I love that scene so much. I cracked up so much. So you could get a little bit of a sense of the humor in it. You could get a little bit of the personality that just seeps out of these characters, and how different they are and how they react to one another, and they become your friends. Like, you could talk to anybody. You could talk to anybody, and the town is huge. That's one thing, is that every game has a different town. And this one is a very cool town. It's on the seaside. I swear this game is so good. You guys don't even know how much I love this game. Every time you walk into a place, sometimes you will experience... Harvest Moon has a lot of cutscenes. It has a lot of cutscenes because they're telling a story. It's like you're playing a story. It's very story oriented, very, like I said, very character oriented, with everybody, not just the people that you want to be friends with or anything like that. You will eventually get to see and get to experience everybody's personality in a different way. So that's what's cool about it. Your goal is to try to be friends with everybody. Go talk to these people. Every person has at least 5 individual cutscenes, specific to them. And that's not even including your love interest. Because if your love interest, you talk to them, they have different hearts, where kind of like in, I guess, Dragon Age Origins, where you have to fill the hearts and see how much they like you. But in this one, it's more of a romantic thing, depending. Sometimes it's just friends. But the person that you really want to woo, everything you do, if you keep talking to them a lot, you give them gifts and that kind of thing, you will experience special moments where if they have 3 hearts, they'll come to your door, and they'll you just hear doo, 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 and you open it and they're right there, and they give you something, they give you a gift. And then at 5 hearts, I think that's when they tell you that they like you or something like that. Here's a scene of that. When I saw this scene, I was like, oh my god, I was almost crying. I was like, it's just so beautiful. So how adorable was that? That was so, oh my god. It's so adorable. You just want to freaking squeeze these people and just you're just like why can't they be real? Like seriously, why can't they be my next door neighbor? That would be so awesome. I actually married Calvin, the character that was in I call him I dub him Indiana Jones. Um that character that I just showed. He's got his own personality. He's different from everybody else. Everybody, like I said, everybody's different. If you like more of the adventuring kind of guy or like the happy-go-lucky guy, then probably you'd go for somebody else, that kind of thing. Calvin is an archaeologist. He's very calm. He's very tranquil. He plays music. He's like that. But there's also like Owen. He's very like upbeat and like loves to exercise, and he's very nice, but he's very funny as well. And then there's Luke that is just more of like a little bit younger. He's got more energy. He's like your yeah kind of guy, you know. There's just different people, different personalities, all to suit you. You have festivals, where it's like you're like, oh yay, the harvest festival. I have to take my best crop that I grew. Take it. You compete with others, but it's not just like you go and it's like like the game does it for you and then it just tells you you won blah blah. No, it's like a cutscene. It's like a cutscene, like a freaking RPG. And I think a lot of people don't know that. It's like a simulation RPG, I think. That's what I would call it. Because it allows you a lot of freedom, and it's just like play the game however you want. And there's a lot of customization, especially in this game. The further Harvest Moon goes, the more freedom they grant you. In this one, you could choose your hairstyle to a certain extent. I think you have like two hairstyles to choose for male and for female. You could change your clothes depending on the season. Like if it's cold outside, you could wear a little beanie. They have different beanies. They have different hats. If it's sunny outside, you could put whatever. It's so good. The weather changes randomly. If there's going to be a storm outside, you want to make sure that you watch the Weather Channel for the next day so that you could have your animals all inside and prepare like that. You could get sick. If I were to say that this was an RPG, I think it's one of the best RPGs out there because it allows you so much freedom. It's so random. It allows you customization, but not only customization and freedom, but also it gives you like a sense of responsibility. Like if you don't focus on this, or if you don't put dedication on this, it's gonna die. So it gives you like a sense of responsibility in the game. It's not just like, oh, whatever, I won't do this or whatever. There's consequences. If you don't feed your animals, they'll get sick. They could die. If you don't water your crops, they're gonna die. If you don't talk to people, they're not gonna like you. If you don't constantly go to your love interest and show them that you like them, they're not gonna like you either, and they're gonna marry the rival. It has consequences, but it also it rewards you so much. Like if you do all these things, it's so rewarding, and it just makes you love the game so much. Like a different type of love though, like kind of like, you know how you say, oh, I love this game. This is different. It's more like, and I always say this, like when I talk about Red Dead Redemption, it's just different for me. It's my baby. But with Harvest Moon, I know I'm gonna have a great time playing it, and I'm always gonna want to go back to it. I'm never gonna stop loving this series, and it's been there with me since I was a kid. And it's not just for kids, it's for adults as well. They may not have adult themes in it, but they have really interesting stories that everybody could enjoy. It's just an extremely entertaining and relaxing game. It really relaxes you. If you don't want to worry about, if you're just like, oh, man, I really just want to like relax, and if you have a stressed out life or whatever, and you don't want to play some like heavy action packed game or something, Harvest Moon is definitely the game that's going to do it for you. I mean, a lot of games will, but for me, Harvest Moon is always going to be that game that I always know will make me smile, that I always know that will entertain me, that I always know that will make me have a great time playing it. This game really makes you feel very productive. It's not just a game where you're just like, you know, fight the enemy, kill it, and then you're done. You're like, yay! No, it really makes you feel productive. Like, it makes you feel, at least as far as it goes when it comes to playing a video game. Because like I said, there's rewards and there's consequences as well. And not like rewards like, yay, you got an achievement. No, you just get better outcomes, you know? And with better outcomes in this game, you get more experiences and like more cutscenes and more interesting things. It's such a human game. That's what I don't know. It's weird when I say that, but it's such a human game. It's such a relatable experience that you just appreciate. That's pretty much what I wanted to say, is just let you guys know why I love this game so much, what it really is about. And every game has a different story, like I said, but it does have a beginning and an end. There is the credits at the end and everything. You are working towards a goal. They almost always, or they do, they all always have to do with the harvest goddess. This one was the first one that added the Harvest King. After that, you could keep playing. You could keep, you know, harvesting and talking to people and all that. So yeah, it does have a point. It's not just like a simulator. It's not just like Farmville. There's a new Harvest Moon coming out. It's called Harvest Moon, A New Beginning, and it's for the 3DS, and I really want it, like bad. They're focusing a lot on customization and freedom on this one, and it just looks so good. I need it. That is one of the handhelds that I really want to play for Harvest Moon, because it looks so good, and I really want to get a 3DS XL for it, because I'm not, for the handhelds, I'm not really big on it being portable. Like, oh, it fits in my pocket. I don't really care about that. What I want is to be able to play it wherever. I don't really care if I have to carry it in my purse. I don't care if it's a little bit bigger, but I would love to have the bigger screen, because I don't like playing on little screens. That's why it's hard for me to play handheld, is because it's just, little screens are just weird for me. It's just like, oh man, I can't do this. I thought I'd just share that with you guys. I know that this is not a game for everybody. I know that, but I just wanted to let you guys know that there's more to it, and it does have a story, and it's just a very rewarding game to play and very entertaining. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.